Hey guys, welcome back to Turning Tables. I'm super excited to be back. I'm recording this kind of late, that's why there's so much lights on, but yeah, let's get straight to the video. So the Bears have officially fallen to the Colts, and they are no longer 3-0. They're no longer flawless. So the only flawless teams that are currently 4-0 are the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Green Bay Packers. Oh, and big news, I believe 2 days ago, Bill O'Brien is officially fired as a head coach and GM for the Houston Texans, which I'm pretty sure I said this in another video, but he's been needed to get fired. I think he's one of the biggest reasons why the Texans haven't been succeeding and why I feel Deshaun Watson is being held back. I think if they get a good coach, I know their defensive coach is going to be the interim coach coming into week 5, but yeah, I think they've been needing a new coach. I don't like Bill O'Brien. I haven't liked Bill O'Brien. I never liked Bill O'Brien. I never thought he was a good coach. And so yeah, I think them firing is a step in the right direction. I think I don't know if their interim coach will be any good, but I do know that when they do replace and they do get a coach, that it's a good move for the Texans as a whole. So best and worst of week 4. Best of week 4, I'm gonna say it again. The Green Bay Packers are. The reason why I say they're the best is because a lot of people. One of the best things about the Green Bay Packers I saw was a lot of people have been talking about their offense. I mean, we have an amazing offense, but the Falcons also had a great offense with their whole offense is first-round picks. They have a ridiculous offense, like a fantasy team offense. And they have amazing receivers, all that. And they've been, I mean, for the most part, they put up points. Green Bay's defense held them to only 16 points. And the number one receiver in the NFL, like most yards, is Calvin Ridley. And he didn't have a single catch against our defense. So I saw amazing things from Green Bay's defense. So that's a big W. You like that? That's a big W. So yeah. Next, the Browns. I think the Browns are, that's what I'm saying about the Texans. A new head coach could change the whole organization. Because look at this. The Browns got a new head coach, and their offense is firing off all cylinders. It's actually insane. So yeah, the Browns are good. See, the only thing though is that the division is highly competitive, and I don't know if they'll make the playoffs. But they're definitely an upgrade from last year, and well, like the past decade. But big news, Nick Chubb did mess up, is injured, and he's on IR. He's going to be there for about a month, and that's a big blow to their run game. Next, Justin Herbert, the quarterback for the Chargers, who they drafted this year, is a stud. What? He totally competed against that Buccaneers defense, and the Buccaneers defense is pretty legit. And he balled out 100%. Dude, he almost threw for 400 yards, and they almost won that game. So big props to Herbert. He was a great. I think he was a late second round pick, and good for the Chargers. Tom Brady. Amazing game. He threw 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers. I think he's finally getting into the rhythm of this Buccaneers offense, which is scary for the NFC. But yeah, he looked really good. He looked really good on Sunday. Dalvin Cook, the running back for the Minnesota Vikings, he's in the MVP conversation right now, which is kind of crazy because of the fact that he's a running back. He's going really, like, if you guys have him in fantasy, He's going crazy. He's a really good running back, and last week was no exception. He's doing fantastic. Joe Mixon, whoa, he's been asleep this whole season, just asleep, and then he puts up 3 touchdowns and 152 yards. Joe Mixon balled out, and he was fantastic. Panthers defense looked really good against the Cardinals. And I mean, the Cardinals do have a strong offense. They have a mobile quarterback, number 1 receiver. They're good. You can't deny that they're not good. And the Panthers defense came to play. So the Panthers are definitely going up. They're 2-0 right now. Well, like, since Christian McCaffrey got injured, they're 2-0 right now. So the Panthers are definitely improving. Carson Wentz, I got to give him he didn't have a single receiver. I mean, his receivers are like nobodies, straight nobodies. Oh, and again with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers didn't have a single receiver out there today, except for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and he didn't even throw to him. He threw to a no-name tight end who had 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers makes that team strong. That's why he's an MVP. Carson Wentz, same thing. Didn't have any receivers at all and completely competed. He beat the 49ers. And at the end of the day, the 49ers do have injuries, but they do have a strong defense. And Carson Wentz led that team to victory. So props to Carson Wentz. New England Patriots. Yo, if the Patriots had Cam Newton, I would put $100 down that the Patriots beat the Chiefs. The Patriots are super legit. And I mean, are they above the Chiefs in a Super Bowl team? At the end of the day, if it comes to the Patriots and Chiefs in the championship game and who's going to go to the Super Bowl, I'm taking the Patriots. I'm sorry, but Bill Belichick is the best head coach of all time. And he shut down that Chiefs team. Completely shut down. And if it wasn't for a lack of quarterback play, they would have won that game. So, Patriots, 100%. Worst of week 4, Cardinals, I don't even know. Just fell off a cliff because the Cardinals have been playing absolutely sloppy. I think I don't know. Cliff Kingsbury needs to step up his game because they've been forcing it to DeAndre Hopkins way too much. They need to just play to win because the Cardinals are a mess right now. Jacksonville fell off a cliff. They performed fantastic the first 2 weeks. They lost the second week, but I think they performed well. And then just, oh my gosh, horrible. Jacksonville's played horrible. Texans, like I said, Bill O'Brien's just not the coach for them. And the fact that they fired him, I think, is a step in the right direction because before that, they just horrible. I mean, yeah, just bad. Now into our final segment. What are the odds? We did pretty good last week. We did pretty good. For bets, for good bets to bet on, we were 2 of 3. And even then, the third one, we got right. It's just we didn't get the spread right. So that's a W. Because we had Seattle over Miami, 6.5. That was good. Rams over Giants. Rams did win, but not by 13 points. So that was my fault. But Packers over Falcons, 7.5. We got that. My bets last week were pretty fire. And for no bets, 3 of 3. I mean, we had Cardinals over Panthers. I told you not to bet on it because the Cardinals are playing like trash. Boom. New England over Chiefs. I told you not to bet on it because we get anyone's game. Technically, the Chiefs won, but they didn't have Cam Newton. If I knew Cam Newton was going to be there, I would tell you Chiefs were guaranteed to win. But so that's a W. And then Vikings over Texans. I told you not to bet on it because it was a good week. But my upset, I mean, like I said, it was out there. But at the end of the day, that's why it's an upset. So Ravens at Washington, I'm going to count myself 0 for 1. Because even though I was wrong about the upset, but it is an upset, I was even wrong about everything. I said that they wouldn't get the spread no matter what. They got the spread. So, my fault. But this week, for bets to make, Tampa over Chicago, it's only a 3.5 spread. Take it. 100% take it. Cardinals over Jets, 6.5 spread. The Cardinals haven't played like trash, but at the end of the day, the Jets are the Jets. I'm taking that. It's a 6.5 spread. Taking that. Bets not to make. There's only 2 good bets, but there's a lot of not good bets. Jags over Texans, 6-point spread. I'm not taking it. Texans, you can't even predict if they're going to play well or not because they have a new coach. And the Jags have been playing bad the past couple weeks, like I said earlier. So I wouldn't take the bet. Colts over Browns, 2.5-point spread. But at the end of the day, you have to realize the Colts have the #1 defense, and the Browns haven't gone against a defense like this. So I'm not going to bet on either team. Because the Browns, and then plus they don't have Nick Chubb, this is going to be a hard game for the Browns. And the Colts don't put up numbers offensively, but their defense is good. So, like I said, wouldn't bet on it. Chargers over Saints. I think this could be an upset. I'm not going to put it in my upset category, but I think the Chargers do have a good chance of winning. And that's why I don't consider it an upset because the Saints haven't been playing particularly well. And it's a 7.5 spread, so I'm not taking that bet. But for the upsets this week, we have 3. Washington over Rams. The Rams play like trash against the Giants. I think Washington can really upset them. And I know Dwayne Haskins has been playing, so they're going to play a veteran, which is also a good thing for Washington. 9-point spread. I think Washington, I wouldn't say bet on it, but I think an upset could be Washington beating the Rams. Bengals over Ravens. 13 and a half spread? Yeah, okay. I would not bet on that. I wouldn't recommend you betting on that. The Bengals are playing. Joe Burrow is super legit. That offense is super legit. The defense kind of sucks, but the offense is super legit. They're definitely putting up points. The Ravens are not going to hold them out 13 and a half to get ahead of them by 13 and a half points. That's BS. So that's an upset. I think the Bengals could possibly win. That would be the upset, but the bet, just don't think. Vikings over Seattle. I think the Vikings could have an upset here. Because at the end of the day, Seattle has a strong offense, but the defense does suck. And Vikings have been the Vikings have a crazy offense right now. It's a 7-point spread. I'm not going to take the spread because Seattle is Seattle, but I think the Vikings could definitely have an upset here. So that is it for this week. I'm going to go over the games real quick, tell you who I'm going to have. Bucks over Bears, Bucks. Bills over Titans, Bills. Jags over Texans. Jags are a safer bet. Bengals over Ravens. I'm going to go Bengals because I just have a feeling about Joe Burrow. Panthers over Falcons. I'm going to go Panthers. Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs. Cardinals, Jets. Cardinals. Eagles, Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers. The Eagles are still depleted. Rams over Washington. I'm going to go Washington. I just have a feeling. Dolphins over 49ers. I'm going to go 49ers. Giants. Wait a second. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that. Giants over Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys. Broncos, Patriots. I'm going Patriots. Colts, Browns. I'm going to go Browns. But, I don't know. Vikings, Seahawks. Vikings is a safer bet, but I want the Vikings to win, so I'm going to go Vikings. Chargers, Saints. I'm going to go Chargers. I'm a savage. Hope you enjoyed the channel. Leave a like, subscribe. Follow the Instagram. I'm going to leave it down in the description. Yeah, leave a comment, whatever you guys think. If you don't agree with something, I would love to debate. Hope you enjoy, and peace out, guys.